Hey everybody, let's take a look at this TikTok video. Kind of sensitive in nature, you know, and my apologies in advance to anyone who has suffered from any type of abuse, okay? So let's take a look at this. I see it as one of the things that quite often is not said, but yeah. So let's go ahead and look at this, and then I'll return. I'll include the commentary. Check it out for use.
Y'all, I really feel like the crappiest part about becoming a mom is your increase in consciousness. Like when I was 28 years old, my mom told me that my grandpappy molested her. When she told me this, I was so sad for her. Like I literally mourned for her. Like obviously, I love my mom. You're gonna love your mom, and I'm hearing that my grandfather molested her, heartbroken. But then me and my husband were blessed with a child of our own. And after creating a bond of love with my son, my brain came to the realization, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just now hearing about this at 28 years old. And this woman then allowed this man and this whole household to watch me unsupervised for years without even giving me the common courtesy at the time to arm myself with knowledge so that I could protect my own damn self. At the very least, I mean, shit, like, you definitely shouldn't be allowing people who molested you to watch your child. But damn, at the very least, you couldn't even warn me? Okay, boom, so moving forward. I'm in elementary school, and my mom started dating this man named Michael Patton in Detroit, Michigan. And while in elementary school, she comes up to me and she says, all right, Kyla, I think that Michael might be a pedophile because of how he acts around his daughter. Wow. Now, granted, she didn't have any proof, but she believed strongly enough in her intuition to warn me. After warning me, she still allowed this man to babysit me in elementary school for hours while she was at work. Would you believe that he molested me literally weeks after she warned me that he might be a pedophile? I am flabbergasted. And then, strike three. This woman tells me that my Uncle Billy tried to molest her, but she stopped him, fought him off, whatever, woo. This woman would bring me over my Uncle Billy and my Auntie Ann's house religiously. Now at 30, I have a child, and I'm just thinking about all this stuff from a new consciousness, a new level. Like, why on earth would you allow people who you believe or know is a pedophile to have your child without your protection? Sick.
Okay, everybody. And that's why I say that for the next 5 or 10 years, it would be better if Black women, the vast majority, didn't have children. At least 5 years. Because this is a pattern and it's passed down. I have so many emails to get through, and someone sent me a video about, they said, do a video about what this lady's saying on her channel. I got to dig through and grab that one, but I'm glad I don't use this to make a living because a lot of people would probably get mad. I mean, I love doing this, trust and believe. But that's why I say the things I say. You cannot talk about Black Queen Mama, and it applies to all races. But I'm talking about this group right here. In the BC, the jealousy and competition, Black people love to compete with each other. Now, other groups work together and they will compete against other groups. Duh. No, we're so dysfunctional and full of self-hatred with a backwards mentality for so many of us. We want to compete with each other. I've seen young black women. Don't tell me about the churches. Yeah, yeah. I've seen the church women. I've seen older black women, see younger black women who are got their head on straight, pretty. They've got their youth is not wasted on a dust bucket, at least not yet. And you can see a professional man. I've seen with my own eyes a professional black man ask about one of the young ladies. And what you think happened? All them old Bible toting mammies, bootleg Christians, talking bad about the one. Oh, you don't want her. One of them said, "Oh, she wearing a weave." Well, which she's still pretty, and you got a weave in your own head. You done ate yourself. You done ate your neck off your body because you're so depressed. Why? Because she was dealing with married men. Oh, I don't know about her. Well, let's see. The girl was young, in her 20s, no children, and going to school and working, and pretty. Introduce me to her. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Then there was a function that he was going to go to, and they knew about it, and the mama gets involved. Her own daughter now, the man wants to meet her, and it's like, hey, I guess he was going to pretty much after he realized dealing with a bunch of mammies, he gonna introduce himself to her. Her own mama, you gonna stay home. Why is that? Afraid you're gonna do better. Crabs in the barrel mentality. You gotta face reality. See, if you cannot deal with what it is, you can't move on. Sometimes just leave people the hell alone. And so, see, she's in her comfort zone. She's 28 years old. She's married. They have one child. She ain't stressed out being a multi baby mama and on her own. Like, how am I gonna make it? So when you're like this black woman here, married, one child, you can think, and that's what she's doing. You can barely sit down and analyze things so you can move on or level up when you're on that hamster wheel, trying to make it work, 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 work. Why would a mother do this? Jealous. What happens to her? You let the same thing happen to your daughter. Why? The mother is jealous. I don't give a darn what you say. Even if it was my own, that which is evil, to knowing that man is a molester and to leave your daughter with him. Oh, well, I had to work. Well, that's what you get when you deal with dust buckets, having children about. I had to work. You couldn't find nobody else. To purposely knowing a man, you feel he's a pedo. And then knowing somebody already messed with you, you're going to leave your daughter around him? I think he's a pedophile. And you left your daughter around him. Sometimes black women, it's not just the male dusties. Sometimes black queen mama set you up for failure. Set you up for failure. Wanting you to fail, wanting you to be damaged good because that's what they are. That's why I tell you, anybody, when you find them getting all old and what is I'm going to do? Hell if I know. What kind of parent was she? And see, black folk, that's all we got. You're so used to this function. I don't know where this comes from, this mentality. You can be the bottom of the box, lowest of the low, and this group gonna pet you up. Well, we got to see it. No, the hell we don't. She left you with a pedophile, probably took the girl's innocence. Oh, I would be done with her. Or as they say, done with her. This happens. She wasn't always a black queen, mama. Hell no. Many of them are. We don't want to talk about it. Why do you think the dysfunction continues? You don't think these women can figure out that they did with a darn dust bucket? You don't think they can figure this out? And how it landed them to tell you, hey, I met your dad, or I met this ninja. However it went down at the church function, or I got drunk at the fair, however it went down, and the man was not a provider. That's why we struggle. Don't you do the same. You don't think these women can figure this out? They already know the failure is in the lifestyle, the day-to-day living, the failure. The low self-esteem queens, giving birth to low self-esteem queens. So they are hurt and they're damaged and do the same things to their daughters. And I really hadn't paid much attention to it, mainly focused on the daughters. Someone made a comment in the comment section, I think it was a man, and he was saying how sometimes black women do that to their sons. And then I thought about something that came up and I was like, wow, that boy never had a chance. Cleaning up dishes because he's the oldest, doing all this work. Now it's about 10 o'clock at night, helping the kids. He go to school, help get the younger one set, cooking and cleaning and doing laundry. Now it's about 9:30 o'clock at nighttime. It's time for him to do his homework. Are you freaking kidding me? He's in high school. And this witch talking about turn the lights off because of my darn light bill. So he can't do his homework in the dark. And then you wonder why he ain't doing well. The ones before you have failed. I don't give a darn. They can get mad, get glad, unsubscribe, bye. They have failed big time and don't want to face it. Like I said, that's how it is in the BC. Oh no, we ain't gonna want to face it. That's why you cannot come to grips. If you cannot address what is wrong, you can't move on and doing the same old dumb crap over and over again. That's why I'm as I said before, I don't regret it. Sometimes the least you worry about black people, you try to help them, it's a lot easier because you can see, like this, what this lady's right here talking about, many of them were down her. She had to say that, no, it needs to be said. It needs to be called out. So maybe you can avoid it. Why would you leave your child with that kind of man and the same thing might happen, it did happen. Why would you do that? Because hurt people, broke people want to hurt people. That's why I'm saying you really, for the next 5 years, if black women could just stop having kids, and unless the man can come with a ring and a decent lifestyle, and I ain't talking about no darn 50-50. If he can't come with that, giving birth to his seed is whack. Really. A new programming has to take place. All we're producing is more and more damaged individuals. And this young lady, she'll be fine. I think this right here, it takes strength to acknowledge this. She's in her healing process, I'm hoping. But there are many, you wonder why people are the way they are. You are a product of your environment. You're a product of your home life. Sometimes the best thing you can do is leave. That's some of the best things you can do. And just lead a mentality, how they do things. What do you want to do? I don't want to hear about your mama. Okay? I don't want to hear about her today. I really don't. Because I've seen what the majority produce. And if it doesn't apply, you're that great black queen mama. We love, honor, respect you. But if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm talking about these old bats, like the one that raised this young beautiful girl on the screen. I don't want to hear about that witch today. Because I don't want to hear about it. What do you want to do? It's your life. I don't care what your mama said. How did it turn out for her? Is she sitting up in luxury? I'm not saying I have luxury. Is she sitting up in comfort? If she need 10 G's, can she go to her man and get it? And that's not like a whole, you know what I'm saying? Well, no. How was it when she raised you? I don't want to hear about her. Because obviously, and if you happen to support her, it didn't work out. No offense intended. If you got to support Black Queen Mama, we respect you. We need to hear about you today. Black women, it's your life. The ones before you, how did it work out? Use that maybe as a tool of what not to do. Under the floorboards, Billy. How did it work out? Well, Dad is always in the honky tonk and likes to, get down and shooting and cussing and snuffing. That's what he likes to do. But, he could barely read off that Captain Hat book. And how did it turn out for Under the Floorboards Billy Sr.? That's why Junior is the way he is. How did it turn out for little TT? Mr. Juan doing wrong. He got the store. And his son or daughter got a store today in the hood. lifestyle real good. You understand? So if it's not working out for the ones before you, might want to do something different. All this give till it hurt. I'm not gonna do no, I'm not gonna do that. You can call whatever you want to. What's the church doing? Where are the businesses? Where are the counselors? Some parents need counseling. Some people need where are they? The black psychologists ought to be rich and wealthy in the BC, but we don't want to pay. We don't want to do all of that. Why? We don't want to admit what's wrong. And that's why we can't move on. And it's the same thing over and over again. You think that her story is the only one like this? Hell to the no. It's not. Knowing a man is a molester. Oh, if that was my daughter, well, that wouldn't happen. But even if I heard about it, I'd probably be locked up and I'd go ahead and get the funds ready for a criminal defense attorney because I'm not going to let you walk up out of here messing with mine. I'm sorry. I just, it's, I don't promote violence. You don't lost your ever loving mind, Negro. If you even think you're going to pull this shit with me today, and I ain't got to wait till the day to get home. No, I will be that chick. I can't stand this crap. You left your daughter with him sick. We don't want to face it. Well, I had to go to work. That's an excuse. You can find anybody else. You wonder why the black woman is angry? I understand. Not all of us are, no. But some are. You got a darn right to be freaking angry, you think? Because you have been raised in a community that is so dysfunctional. It's crazy AF. I'm sorry. It's crazy AF. Super deluxe. The men are coddled. You born and raised to get out there and work, work, work. Day one being abused. And then the same community, the same old men and these old witchful mothers, the same people that abuse you, you are then expected to turn around and carry all these Negroes on your back. To hell with that. The same people that abuse you, the community, your family, the men in the community, the boyfriends, the disappearing daddies, the evil, jealous, don't want you to go far mother, the same ones that abuse you and are major contributors to your anger, you're supposed to then turn around and feed these fools. Support them, be there for them. I think not. Black women, today is a day. You better start being selfish. It's not too late. You start your reduction in force. If not, it's not too late. You wonder why depression? You think? Hair falling out? You think? This is what the BC has to offer you. From disappearing daddy, jealous mama, boyfriend, cousins, brothers, being molested, Negroes in the neighborhood, can't walk down the street, buy, get a taxi, get robbed, beat you down to a pulp. This is what they have for you. The black community has no love for you. And guess what? I don't have love for them. I'm not going to say what I really want to say on this video. But yet still, you're supposed to turn around and love them. The hell with that. Support them. Black women, see about yourself. Excuse the expression. Don't nobody else give a damn. Guess what? Hell, give it back to them. I'm sick of this mess. Oh my gosh. Knowing a man's a pedophile. See, this I hate to say it. Her mother wants to see her hurt. We don't want, but see, we can't say it about black mom. We're disappearing daddy. She all we got left. Do not let these undeserving people in your family run your pockets like run your purse. You can be respectful. They need help. You better go find it. Who's there to help you, black woman? And you wonder why. All the medical problems, you think? From the disappearing daddy who wasn't there. Where was that Negro? To the jealous mothers And then they wonder why you sit up here and find some old default reject man for your lover. So, again, the requirements are two things: B and B. He's black and breathing. All the harm, the hatred to just stump you down into the ground. I've seen young black women with ideas want to do things, and I've seen a mama just stump it down because she's jealous. That's why sometimes you got to get away. You can stay with them if you want to. Sometimes you got to get away and live your best life. And I don't mean it has to be like all fancy. I don't care if it's a one-bedroom apartment or a studio apartment. Sometimes it's being away from the negativity and the poison, the toxic behavior. You can breathe. You can think. You can freaking plan your life. It's so much better. You can easily sleep at night. Not always. Hey, ring, 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 ring. Oh, well, I hate to ask, and hell don't. Black women, we have given enough. And then you wonder why the women are so, they say, oh, they so promiscuous. Oh, they so hot. How they get that way? We have no protection nowhere, not even in our homes. In this case, this young lady, no protection with her mother. I wouldn't even let the woman see if I was to see my grandson. Toxic people. Sometimes you can just love them from afar. How are you supposed to sit at the table and have lunch and be cool? No, which we can't. I don't give a you can wear that fake ass moniker, Black Queen Mama. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Your ass does not deserve that title. It just doesn't. And you wonder why then they want to leave you as an angry black woman. We get it from both sides. From the jealous women before us, from the jealous women before us, we get it. Disappearing daddy. He didn't stick around, so you got a daddy issue. Then the men are already coddled. You the workhorse of America. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. If a minute black woman start working today, child, this community would die out. But no one is ever there to support you. Black women, it's time to be selfish. We have paid the ultimate price. We have paid for every darn body. The same people that beat you down, they're jealous of you, want to keep you down, then you turn around and you got to sit up here and carry them on your back. How many on your paycheck besides you and some kids? How many on your paycheck? How many mouths do you feed? Who all depending on you? This here is sickening. Hurt people like to hurt people, and some of these mothers are hurt and jealous of their daughters. And they think, oh, I dealt with it. She can too. Sick. But we don't want to talk about that. Because in the black community, thanks to so many DDs disappearing daddies, Black Queen Mama is all we got no matter what she does. She's a queen. It's crazy. Again, black women, it's time to be selfish. It's time to be selfish. You only have one life. And sometimes getting away from this community is one of the best things you can do. Even if it's just mentally, their minds are. A whole bunch of hullaboo going on, a whole bunch of functions. Sometimes you might need to kind of just, if you just get to yourself. I wish most black women could go for 6 months away from their families and their surroundings, if they're not positive people, from their families and their surroundings, and just go live at a resort for 6 darn months, all bills paid. Hell, give her $30,000 for spending money. You got 6 months, give her that money. I don't care because I don't need to go. But if I wish I could do that. And just think. Get away from them. 6 months. Go, girl, go live on a darn cruise ship or something. But we need you out this element. Kind of look around. Think. No stress. I guarantee you come back better. And you'd realize one of the most dangerous places, I guess aside from the KKK meeting, for a black woman to be, sad to say, is in the black community. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for listening to my rant. But this stuff just really sometimes just takes me emotionally. You could just want to just like, oh my God, like pop some, just, oh my God. Use your hands is all I'm going to say. Anyway, I'm out. Love you. Even though I'm still kind of pissed.